Hey everybody, I'm at my pit stop. I'm finding that I get really, I'm still all yellow from yesterday. This must be the cleaner stuff. And then the other little thing I have is some blood in my ear from acupuncture, but I didn't hurt, so it just, I don't know. Anyways, I am an hour and a half into the journey and I get really tired. And under normal circumstances, I get a little bit of my hair is falling out. Can you guys see that? Get live on air. I'm in a restaurant, but look at that. So it's starting. Like there's probably 10 strands just from doing that. Sorry, that's probably really gross, but it's the reality. Told you guys I'd bring you along on the way. It's happening in just little tiny bits. So maybe this weekend we'll buzz it. There's another couple strands. I mean, just little bit by bit. Anyways, usually road trips put me out and Jacob drives and I sleep. I mean, why not, right? But now I drive. I figured I've really loved having a 13-year-old in tow. If only she was 3 years older, I would totally let her drive, and that would be lovely. But that's my only thing that's really hard. Otherwise, I'm 24 hours out from finishing my chemo. I have a medicine on my arm. I'll show you. Ouch. It's hard because you don't want to catch it on things. And I just caught it on my jacket, but. So I have this on me. It's called Neulasta. This is that medicine that costs like $6,000. It's crazy. I don't know if I have to have it just 4 times or after every treatment, all 16 times, but let's just give a thumbs up for insurance coverage. But you can probably see it. Oh, there's a light on it. Like in the dark last night, I could see it flashing. I don't know. Oh, there it is. So in a matter of, any minute now, actually, it's going to start ringing, or it kind of beeps, and then it'll give me kind of a warning, and then there's a monitor on here, and it will empty out into me. The Neulasta, what it does is it helps my white blood count stay good. So the great thing about chemotherapy is that it kills my chemo, or it kills my my tumor, which was right here. It was like this big ball, right here. And I could feel it, I could hold it, and then, I reported after about 5 days, I could just pinch it, and then now nobody can feel anything. So we're really, really excited about that, especially my mom. You guys should have seen my mom cry. And I just smiled. I mean, I didn't even cry. Look at that. She's just eating pistachios. I didn't even cry. I feel like I just went, I knew it. I don't know. Kind of like I knew it. It just, I'm just really happy about it. So, and what else? So my Neulasta. So that as much as the chemo kills the bad cells, it also kills good things too, potentially, like hair cells. It kills what holds my hair in. We'll see what happens there, but kind of crazy today. And it also wipes out, it could potentially wipe out my white blood cell count. The good news is yesterday my white blood count was normal. So if it does start to dip, I'll have to be really extra careful about germs. So having people, if they come over, wash their hands, and have the kids be really good about washing their hands. But right now it's not a huge concern. We just have to be kind of basic and, basic diligent about cleanliness and all that stuff. So, but I've always been really healthy. I never get sick. I kind of thank my years and years of teaching in school that I think I really built up a good immunity there. So I'm going to just knock on wood now and hope it stays that way. Yeah, the kids are eating popcorn in the car, and unfortunately the coffee, my really good healthy smoothie, they're closed. So they're open but not serving anything. So I'm going to sit in here and just wake up a little bit. I wish Yeah, it's hard to drive. My only symptom from chemotherapy right now seems to be fatigue. And they said that chemo can really mimic pregnancy. So, and that was, you guys might remember with Vera Beth, that was my only thing all the way through, extreme fatigue. Never got sick. So with chemotherapy, I've not gotten sick at all. And I feel pretty normal. I'm really thankful. I don't know what it'll look like after number 3 and 4, but if I can keep going like this is nothing like what everybody was telling me. They were like really preparing me to like be in bed and be miserable and like the flu and have everybody doing things for you. And like I said, I'm tired, but that's about it right now. So I have really good energy and was really thankful. Thankful for the diet plan and when I say diet, it's not a diet to like lose weight. It's a diet to just be healthy. I do fast around the time of chemotherapy, and that purpose is to starve any cancer cells so that when the chemotherapy hits my body, the bad cells are so hungry that they cling on extra strong to anything that comes through. And then after the fast, then I eat something super organic and refreshing to like really treat my good cells to something fabulous. So that is kind of I don't know if you call it the science behind it, but that's the reason, that's our kind of game plan. And you guys, I don't know, but so far so good. Like that tumor disappeared in 10 freaking days. 10 days. A huge grade 3 triple negative tumor. Like, I don't know, at my first, like, so I got the diagnosis, and the next night I was at breast cancer support group, like stunned out of my mind, crying off and on, still in shock, still very sad. And one of the women there was a triple negative survivor, and she said years ago triple negative was a death sentence. And I just like so scary. So things have come a long way. Triple negative refers to the fact that my tumor is not hormone related at all. There's good news in that and there's bad news in that. There's certainly more treatment options and more preventative measures for hormone positive breast cancers, but the fact that mine is negative, there's a whole lot of things I'm not going to have to do. I get to probably keep my ovaries. I don't have to go on hormone therapy, things like that. And the doctors have what I call a very rapid response to treatment. So I'm praising God for that big time. The other thing, you guys know I went to acupuncture today, and it was really good. The first time I went to acupuncture, it got my body working so hard that my body became overwhelmed, I think, and I just got a little nauseous. It was the day after my port placement. I didn't sleep well the night before. I hadn't eaten in 2 days, and chemotherapy, it had my body work. I could feel my body working. It was very intense for me, and so then I did get nauseous. I never threw up, and I went home and I just slept on and off for a couple days. Then now that I've had my second, then I went last week and had my second acupuncture experience, and it made me very emotional. And then my third one today, it's like I've already cleared my baggage. Usually, like with Coach E or Acupuncture Jake, if I do any kind of exercises, I close my eyes and like visions and things come up, like almost like a dream when I'm looking like at my eyelids. And today, all I saw was like sparkly lights. It was like if this was the frame of my eyelids, when I closed my eyes, it was like a marquee, like lights twinkling around. I could see them sparkling, and that only lasted like 10 or 15 seconds. It was black, always black, but then the sparkling lights all around. And then it was like I saw rings, not necessarily orbs, but circular rings just kind of coming at me like this. Okay? And again, I don't choose this. This is just what I see when I close my eyes. In all other times I've done this with my coach or Jacob, Jake, Acupuncture Jake, I've always seen my tumor. And you guys may recall, if you watch the video, that my tumor last week, I could visualize it very clearly, and then before long it disappeared, just washed away, and out came the sesame seed just floating around. And then pretty soon the sesame seed went away, and I'm just laying there watching this show on my eyes. Like, the most bizarre thing. I do not know what he did to me, but that's what I was visualizing. And then pretty soon it was just clean, and then I just had visions of like my hands going like this and just keeping it clean. And I thought, okay, that's clearly what I need to work on now. I got a email question that said, do you plan on clean eating after this is all done? And I said 100%. I want 60 more years with my family, and I want to see my grandbabies, and I feel great eating well. And so that's the plan. I don't have any reason to stop. And then, okay, so then acupuncture today, I saw, and then the orbs, and then today, it was like blank. It was like, I got this feeling of like, all right, Kate, we took care of everything we needed. Yeah, I'm coming, eat your snack. I'm just waking myself up. I know. I'll be right there. I'm just taking a break. I just need a break. We have 3.5 more hours left. Addie might join me. I was telling them about acupuncture today. So then it was like, I feel like the tumor's gone. I feel like I addressed everything before. So like today it was like up to me. So what I chose to focus on, this was the first time I got to choose what to think about even. And I chose to imagine, this is what I did. I imagined all my 5 big kids in the future. What did I imagine for you? No. Oh, Addie, you're beautiful. Sit up. No, we should both sit up. Okay. And I was going to go, there's a yoga studio in the back, and I was going to do some of the PT exercises that I learned yesterday.
Go, though.
Well, I need a break. My mental health, I need a break out of car with 6 kids.
But I want to do 2 rows over right.
Oh, that's right. You have plans. So I'll finish up here. Just telling them.
Are you even allowed to be in here?
Nobody said not to. Yeah. It's not like it's closed. It's open. They're just not serving anything right now.
Oh.
So anyways, I imagined, Addie, what did I imagine you in the future? Like, what would your job be? I'm seeing if you can guess it.
Probably working at like.
What? I pictured you like having an art studio or a restaurant, and imagine like your opening night and wearing something like kind of boho chic and.
What's that?
Cute. Just kind of like a little bit hippie-ish and trendy. Like maybe even a scarf in your hair or a funky skirt, or I don't know, not a skirt. Okay. And I imagine Charlotte wearing like a sequin crop top and high heels and skinny jeans, opening up her own salon or doing something that has to do with making people happy. Can you picture that?
Yeah.
Okay. Then I imagine Ridge. He's kind of in love with a blonde-haired, blue-eyed girl in his class or in his grade. So I imagined me being at the wedding watching him get married. He's good.
I think they'll forget about each other.
I don't know. There's Mackie. And then I imagined Nelson and me going to Haiti and visiting his mom and his extended family together. And Mackie too. Is the popcorn all gone?
Pretty much.
No. And then I imagine Mackie running laps because he's.
If I drink what you want about him?
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Mom,
I just had
we've
chemo.
been waiting for you. When can we go home?
In a minute, I have to go do my back stretches quick
Where's that?
in the yoga studio. And then, Mackie, you want to say hi?
Hi. Could we all get a cookie, Mom?
I'm sorry, they're not selling anything right now. The owner had to leave. And then, oh look, if I put my head just right, it looks like I have antlers. Okay, and then I imagine Mackie and me there cheering him on in like a high school or college environment because he's like bound to be a track star. So right now I'm always like, Mackie, because he's like always getting in trouble. I try to keep it positive, but sometimes it's hard. And but I imagined yelling his name in a really positive way, like "Go, Mackie, go!" Because that kid is fast. As soon as I met him, I knew he'd be an athlete. That kid can throw, he can run. So I don't know. I had read somewhere that if you can try to like really visualize yourself in the future, that gets your body into that willpower to live kind of a thing. So we're almost home. We're gonna be home for a few days, and then we go back. Are you ready? Should we go do my stretches? Thanks for listening to the update. Went way longer than I thought.